Let's put it in my crotch right here. Hello, welcome back. Boo.
30%? God.
Oh, you impressed?
Welcome back. What were you talking about before I said?
You said Rydoon.
Rydoon, yeah. So he was this Viner guy.
Yo.
And
I kind of liked him at first.
He was fine. He was part of those, like, Viners at the very beginning that were all about, I'm weird, and I'm funny because I'm weird. Like, I'm wacky, and I talk to strangers. That's what my introvertedness shows. I talk to strangers, man.
You skipped the cutscene.
Yeah, so now...
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm skipping some stupid dialogue.
He was actually in a television show. God, I don't remember what the show is for the life of me.
Oh, yeah, I do know what you're talking about.
It was like The Next Comedian or something.
Mm-hmm.
It was on TBS for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And Rydoon was in it.
Yeah.
So was Jason Nash.
Mm-hmm.
And Rydoon was like one of the first people to be eliminated because he just wasn't funny.
I mean,
like him and Jason Nash really thrived in. There was a competition where they had to make a Vine, and they thrived in that. Like they did so well in that part, but
then the actual
part where they had to do like
whatever.
stand up and shit like that, they failed and they got eliminated immediately.
It's crazy.
Because like it's wow, time flies by when you really suck at.
Well, but it also kind of opens your eyes because social media really like blinds like.
Well, yeah, I mean,
yourself.
like shitty jokes really blow you up. Like think about it.
Especially because Vines are such short cutaway jokes that works when you pad it out. Like I actually like Caleb City. I really only like his either long YouTube videos or his Vines. I don't like his extended Instagram Vines because it kind of like takes away from it.
Yeah,
it's like just the way the direction. Yeah, and I'm actually gonna get the. There
was only one instance where he did an extended cut that I actually laughed really hard at, and it was him. The original video was like, oh, you know, I cooked up. He's like, oh man, this food's good. Oh, thanks man, I hooked it up with eggs, milk, cocaine, and the cut was, damn it. But the real cut, like the Instagram version, was like, no, what'd you say? I have a drug test for my job in 2 hours. What? Would you put cocaine in it? I thought it said cocaine in the truck. That was powdered sugar. It's like I thought powdered sugar was lingo for cocaine.
Lingo?
I thought powdered sugar was like another word for cocaine. You know. Like,
Victor
anyway, bro, my bad. Like I didn't mean to do that. It's like. But as I was saying, so Rydoon,
you got eliminated.
There was a specific challenge that they had to do, which I thought was really interesting. Did you get it?
I might as well get the rest in Summer Forest because I have to climb.
So, they had to do a challenge where they had to go on a Hollywood double-decker bus, like a sightseeing bus.
Okay.
And one of the challenges was that using the bus, they had to do a stand-up routine while giving a tour of Hollywood. Rydoon did it, and you know Rydoon had his thing where he tried to like imitate Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And he did that, and it was like, fucking, he said, it's your boy Jay-Z. No fucking response from anybody on that bus.
Well,
everyone was like,
I had no idea who the fuck.
Everyone was like, it was like no fucking response. It was so funny.
Alright, side thing. So I used to be in this thing called the Northern Singers, and they have this orientation day where you're supposed to introduce yourself and what you like to do that's not music. And I said, I like comedy. I have a comedy channel with my friends. And, you know, like, because I can't say, like, a gaming channel.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, I like comedy. And they're like, what kind of comedy? And I was like, oh, more improv because we're on camera and we don't really have a script or anything. So then they were like, do it.
Oh, God.
And I said, oi, mate, this piano here is as much as my rent. Dead silent. No fucking response. I was just standing there like...
He said, oi, mate, this piano costs as much as me rent.
Oh, my God. See, that's just funny, but
nobody laughed.
That's so fucking funny.
But, like,
oi, mate, this piano costs as much as me rent. It's so like.
Well, didn't the whole class like? I mean, like, what else did they do? Like, well, how come they didn't have
people like baked or you know like ran. Yeah, like track people were there.
You
like,
did an Australian accent talking about how your piano was as much as your rent.
They said Australian, and I said, "Oh, this piano's as much as my rent, mate."
They're like,
and then that was it.
They're like, rent. We live in a dorm.
They're like, we live in a society. It's fucking racist, dude.
We live in a society.
So the first things first, you gotta go to Glimmer.
No, I didn't get all the gems yet.
So I understand for what I do.
I will get Glimmer.
So I felt really bad for him, but at the same time, I was like, dude, you're not funny. Just accept it. Like, it happens, man.
Just kind of wakes up.
Like, we're not all funny. It happens, dude.
I'm not funny either. It's okay.
And Jason Nash did well for the most part. I mean, he makes some funny like videos or funny stuff when he was on Vine, but
Him and Brandon.
Well, yeah, him and Brandon like made some funny shit, but there was a part where they had to do like a comedy sketch, like a live comedy sketch, like SNL type, and he did a character from Vine. It was like Uncle that was on crack or something. Like, Uncle, you on crack again? He's like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that Vine.
He did an extended
character.
cut of that, where it was like everybody in his family did crack. It was not funny, and he got booted in that episode.
Damn.
Yeah, it was messy. Oh, they're right there.
Oh, God damn it.
They're right there.
Wait, look at the color. It's like
they're orange.
Green and
they're
red.
orange.
Orange.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
All right, let's fast travel to Glimmer.
Let me go to the options. Hold on.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, so that show was so weird, though. I actually watched a good chunk of it. I actually used to be, like, super obsessed with, like, those competition shows.
Guess it's the voice.
For example, no, like unconventional ones. There was one, like, Sci-Fi had some insanely awesome competition shows. They had one called Face Off, and I was obsessed with that show. I watched almost the entire series. I think the show's still going. I just stopped watching it, but the first like 5 seasons were so freaking good. It was do you know Face Off? Joe?
It's I don't know if it's ringing a bell for me.
It was a competition series. It was a makeup show, but it was theatrical makeup.
Really?
So it was all like special effects makeup. Every challenge was something different. So like there was like the first season's the best way to show it because they had one that was like a horror makeup, and basically making like the horror icon for that movie, and they had to make up a movie name and a title, and they had one where they had to make like an alien, but like they made like an alien and that alien had to be from another world. They were given like all the details about the alien. They just had to make it. And my favorite one that they did was, I think it was the 3rd season, they did one based on phobias. So you were given a phobia, and you had to turn that phobia into makeup. It was a really cool concept. It was such a cool show. And
well, what?
This was on Sci-Fi.
It was on Sci-Fi.
It was a really cool show. Mackenzie Westmore was the host, and her father, I think Michael Westmore, he's like a very prominent makeup artist. He's like huge in the horror industry.
Wow.
Yeah, and fucking V. Neal was in it, who is a famous makeup producer as well. Patrick Tatopoulos was in it, who also produced all the Underworld films.
Oh, wow.
Glenn, the guy named Glenn, I forgot his last name, but he was the main costumer for Lady Gaga, and they had V. Neal, who was she did like all the Hunger Games films, and then you had there was one guy who came in later, and he was a digital effects artist. So it was a really cool show. I feel bad that I stopped watching it after a while, but you know.
Going back on the Vine tangent, Victor.
Sure.
What was another God damn it, I missed one. What's like another like old Vine comedians or whatever that you used to watch?
Josh Peck.
God damn it. Someone said that motherfucker acts like Drake and Josh never ended.
Yeah, he was okay, but I couldn't stand like when he was like joining like Curtis Lepore and.
Oh, Curtis Lepore sucked ass. I fucking hated him.
What's that annoying guy that used to date that mixed girl?
You gotta be a little more specific.
Oh, he's really popular. I don't know. He's at VidCon right now.
He was at VidCon?
These fuckers turn off.
When? What are you talking about?
Here.
Who?
That dude.
Oh, what's his name? I don't know who you're talking about.
Liza?
Liza
Yeah.
Koshy?
Well, they
David
broke
Dobrik.
up. They broke up,
David
but yeah.
Dobrik.
David
Shit.
Dobrik had some pretty good vines in
They
his
did.
day.
Yeah.
I don't watch his vlog.
He would take a
channel.
large penis with extra mayo. That's disgusting, dude. You know how much I hate mayo.
But
I don't watch his vlog channel.
His vlogs are just annoying, dude.
And people are like, I love his vlogs. I'm like, no, you don't.
I can't even like look at the thumbnails. Like the thumbnails bother the hell out of me.
Well, they just give me a panic attack.